So I went exploring to the local nature preserve, and it was on the sand dunes, and I ended up finding some interesting things and took some very bad quality pictures of them with no audio, and one of them was this cool freighter train heading north. I don't know what type of train engine it is, because as much as I love trains, I don't really know my models. I ended up finding some like ferns that I don't know. I found this cool mushroom. Once again, don't know what it is. I did find some local, like, prickly pear cacti type that Florida has, and some of those pine trees you find everywhere in the south. I wonder if there's any poison oak in these pictures. There's this tower I climbed with some cool landscape photos. That's where I found the train. And I found I believe it was a military base. This is a picture of the Atlantic Ocean. I found a gecko, like, under a sign, and on that same sign I found a corn snake that was hiding for the day. I went to a different park and found this Florida pine snake that they had on display, but I was really sad because it's taller than me, but its enclosure is too small. As you can see, it's trying to get out here. And it also doesn't have like that much to explore in its enclosure. I ended up going to Cracker Barrel, and I've been told that that rifle is an 1862 Springfield Civil War musket. So I was setting up my new printer, and I realized how satisfying it was to fill in the black bottle of ink. And I realized I have 3 more bottles to add in. So I'm now going to do a review of filling in ink. Your first step is you open this, you open up the cap, then you take your bottle and screw the top off. Pardon me. And with this, you just pop it onto that little spike. And then just watch it drain. You hear that sound? That's a good sound. And you can see like the marble. Printers are so much more pain-free these days. I'll give that a second to drip out. And I will work on pink next. And when you pull it off, there is no mess. I am not sponsored by HP, but I want to be. And here we go for pink. Actually, I think that's considered red, but to me it's pink. I can't see the marbles much with this one, so that's a little disappointing. This one's not as fun. I guess while that goes, I'll work on preparing blue. While I was setting up the new shelf and while I was setting up the new shelf in the printer, I messed up my knee. I already have a torn ACL and meniscus, and sometimes the meniscus ends up inside of the knee. So I cannot walk. I love the power of physics. Look at it go. I don't really like ASMR, but this sounds good. It's so bubbly. Most of my experience with ink is the fountain pen jars. And like in 2009, you got the ink cartridge that was more plastic than ink. And it could print about 2 pages and they were super expensive. Is it done? I think it's done. And look at that, no mess. I'm having a main character moment right now. So you may recall my ACL and meniscus are not right, and right now my meniscus is currently inside my knee joint where it should not be, and I can hardly walk. So I sadly limped half a mile in the thunderstorm to get in my car to go to a CVS all alone and get a cane. I made it to CVS. There's like an inch of water outside my door. I saved an inch worth. Why am I being punished?